Hello guys, this is the Betamax man here, and I got something really cool, really neat to show you. This is my whole entire Star Wars collection that I have acquired over the last few years. Well, the last several years. Now, it took me a long time to get this, far into my collection. Now, yes, I did do a Star Wars collection several months ago, but since I done that last video, I've actually acquired some new stuff, and that involves some of the most recent stuff. Is I got the Prequel Trilogy on DVD, and I got the sequel trilogy on Blu-ray, as well as the prequel and original trilogy on Blu-ray. So, we've got some laser discs to show you, some Betamax tapes, some VHS tapes, some classic CEDs, some Blu-rays, and some Prequel Trilogy DVD. So let's take a look one by one. So we're going to start off with my absolute favorite Betamax. We're going to check out the Betamax tapes. We're going to check out the VHS tapes. We're going to check out the Laserdisc. And we're going to check out the CEDs, the DVDs, and finally the Blu-ray. So let's get started, because I have a lot of cool Star Wars stuff to show you. So let's go ahead and start with the original trilogy. We have Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. And these are beta cassettes. Now, this was released back in the mid to late 80s is when this particular release came out. And the reason why I wanted the mid to late 80s Star Wars trilogy on beta is because this particular version, this particular release, has been recorded in hi-fi stereo. So that's why I did not want the original Betamax ones that came out in the early 80s, because those had mono. They were just mono, or they had linear stereo. They didn't have the hi-fi, so I wanted the hi-fi. So there's the backs, and you can check out what the tapes look like. We'll show you those. There's the Empire Strikes Back. Now this is a filler video to kind of hold you over until we get the part 1 of the SLHF 500 beta machine. We're going to have part 1 uploaded pretty soon. Within the next day or two, I'm going to have part 1 of the SLHF 500 Betamax Beta Hi-Fi repair video, and that one is very challenging, and we're going to show that soon. This is just a filler video to kind of help you guys have something to bypass the time until I can get those uploaded. So I just call it my filler videos. And by the way, this one was actually sealed. I purchased this trilogy set from an eBay seller, and this was still sealed. And I opened it up, and it's in fantastic shape. And the other two tapes are in good condition too, so. Now that we've taken a look at what that looks like, let's go ahead and check out the original trilogy on VHS. Now, this is one of the versions of VHS that I have. I do have the 1995 set somewhere. I cannot find it, but when I do, I will show you guys that set. And it looks exactly like the set of Laserdiscs that I have. But let's do one thing at a time. Okay, here we go. This is the one that has the... Now, the slip cover that goes over this actually broke, and I still have it around somewhere, but let's go ahead and take a look. And we have, you'll notice that they marked, and they went from, like the Betamax one just said Star Wars, but this VHS set here has Star Wars A New Hope. So they've actually put the title A New Hope on there. And these were really neat releases because they had the white background. So here we have A New Hope. There's the back of that one, which is really, really cool. And we have the Empire Strikes Back. This one was a good one. I like this one. It was kind of like the first time that Luke actually had to face his father and go into battle. Return of the Jedi. Now, I don't know why they didn't do The Empire Strikes Back with the white background. I'm not sure why they did it with a black background. Why not do all three of them with a white background? But we got Return of the Jedi. And now the labels on these are not really any spectacular, but we've got the labels, and they've got here we go, A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back, and we've got Return of the Jedi. So, how cool is that? So, next thing we're going to show you is we'll show you the laser discs, and then we'll show you the CEDs, and then we'll get into showing you the DVDs here, and then the Blu-rays. So, let's go ahead and get this set back into, I want to get the set back in, the tapes back in. We'll put this set together. Oh yeah, we gotta do the Prequel Trilogy. Yeah, we gotta do the Prequel Trilogy too. And I'll explain to you how I got Revenge of the Sith on VHS. And I'll explain to you what that one is. Because that one's actually pretty cool. So, we've got these here. And we're gonna go ahead and we'll put these back into the thing here. Just want to put them back into the box. Now the only thing that I'm not going to dig out is I'm not going to dig out the laser discs, because you all know what a laser disc looks like. And if you don't know what a laser disc looks like, there's plenty of videos out there. So I just want to show you the artwork, the cover artwork, and to show you that I have the collection. So it's nice that you can see that the whole trilogy set, all in black. So let's take a look at the Prequel Trilogy. So we have the Phantom Menace, Episode 1. It's got Jar Jar Binks. This is my favorite Star Wars movie. And I know a lot of you will disagree and say that number 1 sucked. But I always loved the character Jar Jar Binks. And I always liked Qui-Gon Jinn. Not only did I like Qui-Gon Jinn, but I liked the actor who played Qui-Gon Jinn. We've got number 2. And then we've got number 3. Now, what I thought was cool with number 3 is you'll notice that number 3 cover has Darth Vader's mask showing. And on number 1, you've got Darth Maul's face showing in the background. So I thought that's really cool. So let me show you the back of these titles. Okay. That's pretty much what you get. And then you can see the tapes. Okay. So we've got the tapes here. Now you'll see that they all have a unique labeling system. I don't know why Attack of the Clones is printed upside down. These are printed properly, but this one's upside down. I don't know why. But anyway, there we go. Now let me explain about number 3. Now number 3 was sold to me by a eBayer. There was a seller on eBay that was selling off these bootleg copies of Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it's a bootleg. It's not real. They never did release Revenge of the Sith in the US. But if they would have, this would have been what it would have looked like had they done that. Now, how did I get a copy of it? Well, like I said, eBay. And the seller is no longer selling it on eBay because I believe the reason why he's not on eBay anymore and he's not selling them is because I think he got legally, somebody probably went after him. I'm pretty sure that the copyright police probably went after him, and he might be serving jail time for that. I don't know. I hope not, but, he was doing something illegal, and that is you selling stuff like that online it's illegal, but I was lucky enough to get my hands on one before he got himself in trouble with the copyright police, or FBI, if you know what I mean. But this label is basically it's a black sticker with the Star Wars information on it. It's got Star Wars Episode 3. It's got the FBI stuff on there. It looks exactly like, it looks totally legit. It really does. He did a fantastic job on making this. Now, you can go online and print out of this cover. This particular cover is available to print. You can print it out online if you have a printer, and if you have card stock, you can print this cover out, and you can cut and glue the cover together. So you can make your own cover. So what I would suggest you do is, if you wanted to have one of these, you can, and what I might do is I'll do a video on, you know, maybe I could find, I can't find the actual label that goes on the tape, but I did find this cover online that you can print. But anyway, I would suggest that if you decide to make your own one of these, if you decide to make one of these yourself, you can go online, print the cover. Get you a full screen version. Buy the full screen version on DVD. And you can copy this DVD to a VHS tape and make your cover, and then you can even make your label for your tape, as you know, just so that you can have something that's complete, just to make it complete, because we never got a complete VHS set. We only got the first two. And what really sucks is, like with the Phantom Menace, Japan had the Phantom Menace released on Laserdisc, because in Japan they actually had titles as far as the year 2000 on Laserdisc. So, like for me, Laserdisc fan, we only got the Phantom Menace. We didn't get to have Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith on Laserdisc. So we were robbed with that. Just like with VHS fans that were robbed of Revenge of the Sith. So the eBayer, like I said, he's probably gotten in trouble for what he done. And what he done was he copied from the widescreen version to the tape. And what I did was I erased the tape and I recorded the full screen version onto that tape, because the full screen is the way it would have been released. It wouldn't have had widescreen on it. So, you know, get the full screen release unless you want the widescreen on it. But if you were wanting to make something like this and you'd want it to feel and look authentic, you would need it to be the pan and scan full screen. So now we got those. We talked about those. I'm going to try not to make this video too long, but we'll try to get through it. So now let's take a look at the laser discs. So let's take a look here, and I'm just going to pull them out one by one. We'll pull them out. So here is the CBS Fox full screen versions. These are pan and scan versions. This is the non-time compressed. This is the standard play, which is the CAV. This is a 3-disc set, and it's not time compressed. This is the full movie, the whole entire film. It's not time compressed. That was one of the reasons why I bought it, because I wanted the full screen one, but I wanted to get one that was not time compressed. Now here we have My Empire Strikes Back, and again, this is the CAV version, so this is not time compressed. They never did a CAV full screen Jedi, Return of the Jedi. They never did do, I think they did a full screen, but they did not do, they did not do the CAV, only the CLV, the extended play. So they did have the full screen version, it's just that it was extended play. But the Return of the Jedi was never time compressed. Even on the extended play, it was never time compressed. So you don't have to worry about, you know, the Return of the Jedi being time compressed, because it's not. So let me go ahead and take a look at the, I'm going to pull out, this is the extended play, this is the CLV, this is the one that's time compressed. So this one is time compressed. And so is The Empire Strikes Back. Okay? But then again, we have... Here is the full screen Return of the Jedi. Now this is a CLV, but it is full screen. So we're going to take a look at that. So let's take a look at the back. And now we're going to take a look at the widescreen release. These are the special widescreen edition. And as you can see, they got the back is a little different on them. We'll show you the gatefold. It's got a really neat gatefold there. Alright, Star Wars. And then we have Empire Strikes Back. And we have the back of that one. This was the first time you could buy the widescreen versions. And this is a popular set to get. And then there is the gatefold on that. They're very, they're great. They're just a great set to get. And so here we go, the special widescreen edition for Return of the Jedi. And then here is the gatefold. Alright, now we're going to take a look at Star Wars 1, The Phantom Menace. Like I said, we were cheated out of the other two, just as VHS was cheated out of number 3. We were cheated out of number 2 and 3 on Laserdisc. We only were able to get number 1. And of course you had the original trilogy. So let's take a look at those. But let me show you the back. It's in Japanese because it's a Japanese release. They did not do an American release on Laserdisc. Only Japan. Here's the city. Now we'll take a look at the Thx Remaster. These are the Thx Widescreen Editions. These were one of the last times that you can get. I mean, they had the Definitive Collection, which is really awesome, which the Definitive Collection was the original. They had the Special Edition, but the Special Edition ones, I believe those ones were altered. That there were changes made, but these ones are still the original. And there's the back, and then let's check out the gatefold there. Got the gatefold. Then we have The Empire Strikes Back. Okay, got the back. There's the back. I'll show you the gatefold on him. Pretty cool. That is an awesome scene. And then we finally have Return of the Jedi. And there's the back. And then we can open it up and we got the gatefold. Okay, so there are those. I'll put them over here. Now let's take a look at the CED versions. Now these are the stereo releases. The monos are in white caddies, the stereo ones were in blue. However, there were in the end of CEDs, they started putting stereo discs back into white caddies. So, and then also they started doing like the blue caddy, but yet the the insert here would be white, and that's the case with the Empire Strikes Back. So let me show you this, and there's the back. And they look exactly identical to the Laserdiscs. The cover looks exactly identical. And this is, here we go. This is a stereo. It's got the white little sleeve, I guess you could say. And then it's got the blue case. So this one is the CBS box. This one is the 20th Century Fox. And then, of course, for Return of the Jedi, you have 2 discs. And yes, the CED versions are time compressed. So the CEDs, they are time compressed, except for Return of the Jedi. And then there's part 2. Now they both have the same back, I think. I think they're the same back. Yeah, the backs are exactly identical. So, but there's those. So now we'll take a look at the Prequel Trilogy. Take a look at the full screen. Now, I'm wanting to get the definitive collection. I'm on the hunt for the definitive collection. I'm also on the hunt for the special collection Japanese discs of the Star Wars. I'm going to try and collect as many. I'd like to get the 2000 Laserdisc trilogy set that was released in 2000. That's my stupid TV. Okay, so here we go. We're going to take a look here. Now, this one was used. I found this one at a local Goodwill and with my dad a few years ago. And so, but these other 2 I purchased brand new. These were sealed when I bought them off eBay. So these are the full screen versions. I do not have the widescreen versions as far as the DVD, but of course the Blu-rays are widescreen, so if I want to watch them in widescreen, I just watch the Blu-rays. But we have or if I'm watching the Phantom Menace, I prefer to watch the Laserdisc over the Blu-ray. Because they tinkered with the films, even the prequel trilogies, they tampered with them when they put them on Blu-ray. So, as far as I know, the DVDs are still the original versions, but yeah, he even messed with these. A lot of people don't realize that he did mess with the Phantom Menace, because there was a scene where there were Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon Jinn and Jar Jar Binks are in the spaceship in the water, and a fish grabs a hold of the ship, and then another fish comes out and eats it, and Qui-Gon Jinn says, "There's always a bigger fish." Well, that was cut out on the Blu-ray. So I'm not quite sure all the changes that they done, but I know they may not have messed with these 2, but I know for sure that he did tinker with this one. So, and these ones have the 2 discs. They have the bonus disc, which is your special features and stuff. So the back on this looks exactly like the back on that VHS tape. And these are awesome. I'll show you the discs. This one's got Darth Maul for disc 1, and disc 2 it's got Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul when they're doing the battle. And this one's got one of those little these little things they put on them. Take that off because I don't need that. Okay, so there we go. We showed you those. And let's show you the number 2 here. And you get one of the clone troopers. And then you get Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu on disc 2. Now with disc 3, on disc 1, you have Darth Vader, and on disc 2, you have Yoda. So there's those. Now we'll take a look at the Blu-ray discs that I got. Now, we have the Prequel Trilogy, we have the original trilogy, and we have the sequel trilogy. And I even have Rogue One. So let's take a look at the this is the complete saga. This is episodes 1 through 6. Now, this particular cover, this cover, was never released on DVD. So if you see a DVD set that looks like this, that says the complete saga, they're bootlegs, they're not real. The only ones that they released with that was like this was the Blu-ray. So if it's on Blu-ray and it looks like this, it's real. If it looks like this and it's on DVD, it's a bootleg. So I just want to make that clear. I want you guys to know that because you guys may not understand that or realize that, or just don't know about it. So here we go. We've got Star Wars The Phantom Menace, Star Wars Attack of the Clones, Star Wars Revenge of the Sith, Star Wars A New Hope, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, and we have Star Wars Return of the Jedi. And then we have the extra discs. These are the bonus discs for episodes 1 through 3, episodes 4 through 6, and there's some other extra ones. So these are a great set to have because this gives you all the movies on Blu-ray. Except for the sequel trilogy. I hope that they will release a sequel trilogy. That would be nice. If they do release the 3 movies here, if they release those in a set, I will be buying them. So let's take a look at Rogue One, a Star Wars story. This is Rogue One. Let's take a look at the Blu-ray. That's what the disc looks like for Rogue One. I still have the digital codes. I still have not used the digital codes, so and we have Star Wars The Force Awakens, which this one was really good. I think this one and this one were really, really good. This one, not so much. Alright, so we have Force Awakens. Now we're going to take a look at the discs. Disc 1. It's got a picture of one of the old Republic ships, or maybe that's the... that might be the... I don't think that's the Millennium Falcon, but it might be. Then we've got the bonus disc, and then they give you the DVD on this one. So this one comes with the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital code. And we have Star Wars The Last Jedi. And there's the back. And here is the discs. So we'll show you the bonus disc there. And then there's the movie disc. I mean, it was okay. The Last Jedi was alright. It wasn't the greatest. I think out of the newest trilogy that they gave us, I think the Force Awakens and the Rise of Skywalker, they were pretty good. I'm hoping that maybe they're gonna do another movie. You know, I hope they do movie number 10, but I don't think they're gonna do number 10. I think they're gonna leave the, you know, the series the way it is. You know, I think the movies, I think these are probably gonna be the only movies that we're gonna see. You know, so here is the Rise of Skywalker, and then we have the. Here's the bonus disc, and then we have the movie disc. So this one just comes with the Blu-ray and digital. They kind of went away from the DVD. They used to give you the DVD and the Blu-ray, and they kind of done away with that. And now all they're doing is the digital and the Blu-ray. Now I would like to have these movies in the Ultra 4K. I do want to get the trilogy on the 4K release, but first I have to buy a 4K television with a 4K player in order to do that. I'm not going to buy the 4K discs unless I have the capability of watching them. Some of the changes that they did make to the original trilogy, I think were a good change and they made sense. But if you're a purist and you want to watch the trilogy the way it was in the theaters, this is going to be one of the best ways to watch it, and that's going to be on Laserdisc. And, you know, the definitive collection is going to be the best way to watch it. But I don't have the definitive collection. But all the definitive collection is it's these mastered, you know, it's these with CAV discs instead of CLV. So it's basically the same, but it comes with booklets and all kinds of stuff that, you know, the definitive collection comes with a lot of stuff. And I do plan on getting that one because the definitive collection was one of the last times that you could watch the original trilogy without being changed. And they had a definitive collection they released in Japan, and then they had an American set as well. And then I believe the UK might even have their own set of, or maybe not, but I know Japan had the definitive collection and the US had the definitive collection. But the definitive collection is basically the same masters that were done for these. It's the same masters, only they're CAV recordings instead of CLV. And of course CAV gives you a lot better quality picture, and it also allows you to do perfect pause and frame by frame and stuff like that. So, but with my particular player that I have, I can do that anyway. Even on CLV discs, I can pause it and have a still image. So there we go, guys. There is all of the Star Wars stuff. That's the updated video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope they do come out with a sequel trilogy. That would be cool if they gave us a sequel trilogy, and, you know, maybe some kind of a cool box artwork like this one. You know, the Star Wars has just always been a huge huge part of my life, and I've always loved it. I remember going to the movie theater. I remember I went to the movie theater, and I seen number 3 in the movie theater. I seen The Force Awakens, and I seen Rogue One in the movie theater. So, I never did get a chance to watch these two in the theater. I wish I would have, but I never did. And I remember when number 1 came out, when they put this out on VHS and DVD, and I think I was about 14 years old when that movie came out. That was back in '99, but I think they didn't release it until 2000 is when they actually released it on home video. So we didn't get to see that on home video until 2000. By the time Attack of the Clones came out, VHS was dead. It was dying. This was the last film to be last Star Wars film to be put on VHS was this one. They never did have part 3, but you know, if they did have, I know that it would have been great, you know. So I'm gonna put these, you know, these sets back on the shelves, and I'm gonna enjoy them. I just watched these last two tonight. I just got done watching The Rise of Skywalker because I wanted to watch it again, and of course I liked the Force Awakens. That one was pretty good, I think. A lot of people loved The Force Awakens. I think this one was probably one of the better ones out of all 3, or out of all 4 of the new movies, you know, because they got... And Rogue One was good. It really was. It explained a lot of things about... because this basically is something that you're supposed to watch that really explains before A New Hope happened. So they really kind of explain things, and I think it's cool how they took Tarkin, which he died, the actor died in real life, but they were able to use computers to regenerate his face and put it onto a different actor. It was pretty cool how they done that. But anyway, so these 3 films, they're going to go back, all these films are going back on the shelf. But the fact that I have, you know, and I do want to get the original trilogy on DVD as well. I want to get the 2004 versions with the supposedly original theatrical versions with it, because if you get the 2003 or 2004 version of the original trilogy, and it has the bonus discs DVDs with the theatrical versions, so I do want to get that. But from what I've heard and what I've been told, that when they put the theatrical version on the bonus DVDs, all they did was master them from the Laserdiscs. And that's what I've heard. I don't know how accurate that is, but that's what I've heard. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know this video was extremely long, and I tried to make it as short as I could. I tried to go, you know, kind of show you real quickly, but it's really nice to kind of see somebody's collection, because sometimes you'll see something like, oh yeah, I want to get that. Like, you know, strive to get these. You know, I think these 3 films are going to be the best way. These are the cheapest way to get them. You know, these versions are not only a cheaper way to get them, but they've been remastered in THX. So the THX not only improved the audio sound, but it improved the video as well. So if nothing else, at least get this set, because this set, you can get them fairly cheap, for usually under $30 per movie, and versus like the definitive collection, which is going to cost you $200 to $300. So if you cannot afford the definitive collection, then this set would be the set that you'd want to buy. So because it's really been improved on the picture quality. And if you want to get the Phantom Menace on Laserdisc, be prepared to spend $100, because there are people that are getting anywhere from $100 all the way up to $300. Like on eBay right now, I think you know, there's even people trying to say that they have the Phantom Menace on Laserdisc new, sealed, and then you go to look at the photographs and you can tell that they're not sealed. So anybody that's going to be dishonest and say that they're sealed when they're not, and you can look at the pictures and see that they're not sealed, I hope they choke on their money. Taking advantage of people like that, trying to say that something's new when it ain't. And then just saying it's new just so they can try to get $200-300 for it. Anyway, so there we go, guys. There's my collection. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.